Yesterday, we got a brand new Black Lightning trailer for the upcoming TV show that premieres January 16th, I think at 9 p.m. Pacific, and I think Eastern too on the CW network. And I want to review the trailer today and talk about it, just discuss it, just a reaction to it basically. This one is called Family Fights Back, and I actually made a mistake. The previous Black Lightning trailer that I talked about on this channel, I think last week, I just called it the first trailer, but it's actually, that had a name. It was called Power Struggle. And so I'm letting you know now, it's actually the first one. The previous Black Lightning trailer I did, if you subscribe to this channel, was called Power Struggle. This one is called Family Strikes Back, or Fights Back. Family Fights Back. But let's watch it.
We help the community or we will all go down in pieces.
This is about me trying to keep my daughters alive.
I told you to get on my face. Jeff, where are you going?
To get our girls.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. King Kong got nothing on me.
Yeah, and they confirmed it at the end. It comes on at after 9 p.m. Anyways, after The Flash. The Flash comes on Tuesday nights. That's like the first DC CW show of the night, and then the Black Lightning comes after it. And this one is this trailer, what we just saw here, it definitely emphasizes the family aspect, as, you know, was pretty obvious before. If you've been seeing other like Black Lightning material, like Jefferson Pierce plays Black Lightning. He's a school principal, and he also has two younger daughters, and they're of course going to get swept up in a lot of the, you know, community storylines, them versus criminals and stuff like that in his adventures. And even in this trailer, they hinted that they showed flashes of his daughters having superpowers, just like they do in the comics. Although the only daughter Black Lightnings I've seen in the comics, Thunder, her real name is Anissa Pierce. I didn't know he had a second daughter, and I haven't read her comic book appearances, so I don't know if she's a comic book character, if they made her up just for the show, his second daughter, whose name is Jennifer Pierce. But in this case, it looks like they were both gaining powers. I think Anissa had eyes that lit up, and they were showing her doing like some combat scenes, and Jennifer, like, she held her hands up, and I think there was like red like energy on them or whatever, her palms. And I don't know what those powers are going to be exactly, but, you know, the show of course will expand upon that. And he says in the trailer here, Jefferson Pierce, he tells his wife, I don't know what his wife's name on the show, or his girlfriend, the older lady he was talking to, the one who's about his age, she still looked good, that he has to protect his daughters. So his daughters are obviously going to be a part of the plots, as I mentioned before, and they're probably going to become like junior superheroes. There's no other reason for them to be getting superpowers. Although I wouldn't be surprised if one of them, you know, maybe is tempted to go over to the bad side or join the forces that the Black Lightning is fighting. They're endangering his community, because that would create a lot of, you know, parent, child, father, daughter kind of struggling and fighting. And it would be good for dramatic impact for the show. I don't know, maybe the writers could find a way to have both of his daughters be, you know, the good people throughout the entire series and still have it still be compelling. But it would just be easier, and I guess Shakespearean, to have one of his daughters, you know, he'll have a good daughter and a bad daughter, that sort of thing. But I think the show is going to be the whole Pierce family being a force for good or fighting for the community against the bad forces, like whomever it is, like Lady E, played by Jill Scott, fights for, you know, is aligned with, and Krondon, I keep forgetting his character's name, but he's a gangster in this in this show. He's playing one. And he's going to... Tobias Whale, that's the guy's name. I think he's going to be the main villain. I think in the Black Lightning comic books, he's the Black Lightning's arch nemesis. The trailer itself, it looks pretty good. I mean, the special effects are better than they were in this old original preview trailer, like proto trailer or teaser they showed last year. The special effects didn't look that finished, and it looked like really cheap. Here, it looks a lot better there. And we saw more of the Black Lightning, you know, he's going to be very physical, not just shooting people with shocks. Because I think there was that one scene where he was using, you know, like Kung Fu on somebody. So I think the fight scenes are going to be, it's going to be like Arrow, where you have people doing street fighting and stuff. And then, but they're going to throw in some powers and stuff. Basically, I think that's what it's going to be. Which would be good, a mixture of, you know, hand-to-hand combat and using some of your actual, like, superpowers. And I think that could work for a show like this. We'll see, though, as I mentioned before in my last Black Lightning video that I made on this channel, how, I guess, hardcore adult, they'll go with a lot of the plot lines with, you know, gangsters and criminals threatening inner city urban neighborhoods, because that's some pretty, if you think about it, that's some pretty, you know, serious material. And we'll see how well they handle that, or how deep they get into it on like a CW family show, I guess. I know it's coming on at 9 p.m. after The Flash, so they could do, I guess, a bit more quote unquote. They could just have more like adult sensibilities in how they tackle this stuff, but still it'll be network TV. It's not like it's going to be like it would be if it was on like Netflix or HBO. But that's fine. I mean, I have open taste. I don't need everything to be the same way. I like all the other CW shows: Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. So if Black Lightning is going to be in the same vein as those, I'll be pleased with that. It'll make me happy. And this show will probably draw on the same kinds of audiences that those shows get, because it has a mostly black cast. It'll probably get a lot more black and African American viewers than maybe some of those other shows do. But we'll see. It'll be interesting to see, you know, how the Black Lightning's ratings compare with the other shows. You know, if this will strike a chord with African American viewers. And I'm sure it won't just be African American people watching it. But I'm down. I'm down for any... I watch most of the DC shows because I love DC. And I'm excited to see this because I haven't read that many Black Lightning comic books. I've only read him when he's been in team books like Outsiders and Justice League. So I'm intrigued to see... This show is going to be the best show that's given me a presentation of who the Black Lightning is as a character. His personality, and where he fits within the DC pantheon of heroes, just in terms of what he's a symbol of, and, you know, just what kind of person he is. Because I haven't read too many Black Lightning solo comic books, and so this show is going to be a great introduction to me to the character, to learn more about him more in depth, as I think it will be for a lot of viewers, because a lot more people watch the TV shows and the movies than they read the comic books. That's just how it is. And, you know, I think this is a great opportunity for the character. The Black Lightning character could be elevated to a bigger status in pop culture because of the exposure it's getting on the show and if it reaches new fans. And I'm excited. I can't wait for it. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to watch me make more videos and discuss more trailers of DC movies and TV shows and comic books and all that kind of stuff, please subscribe, like the video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.